What you do, man. Like, today we're back with a very special video. Leo nataka tuongelele press conference. Hii ni match preview actually. Nataka tujue chenye Maresca amepanga, venye tuna line up na venye kikosi iko, na the best way nimenotice to do so is to basically react as we watch the conference together. We react to what the block is saying. And the conference is about to begin. Acha tusikie.
Hello Enzo, Merry Christmas. An early Christmas present there, a little plane.
Yeah, I think it's the new sponsor, no, for the club.
Well, I hope you enjoy playing with it. Talking about plane, you did a bit of plane speaking, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago? The worst 48 hours.
That was the worst transition. At plane, you had the most plain speaking. Our journalists na feel wanatafutanga clicks more than kukuwa curious. Journalist mwenye naweza sema ako curious na auliza swali zenye fans, sika fans tu watakanga kusikia ni Soraya. Like, swali zake zinakuwa straight to the point, na aulizi swali za drama, anauliza swali zenye ni unaget, like swali zenye ni relevant. Cha tusiendelee man. Hiyo line imekuwa corny as fuck.
Any developments, any updates?
No. I just again also before Newcastle game, I already spoke about that. So nothing to add.
No meeting with anyone from the sporting directors department or the ownership?
Again, before Newcastle game in the press conference, I said that we had a meeting, that the relation is good, and we are all focus on Aston Villa game, the next game.
Unacho nasema like also focus on drama sana, bado wanajaribu kudragi stuff ya Maresca kusema nini na nini, but I get the majority. Lazima they must look for the juice in the meat, you guy.
Nothing to add.
We had a bit of a players' Christmas party, I see, down here at the training ground. How is the spirit? All Christmassy?
Yeah, it was very good. Family time, players with.
Nizama. Imebidi niford kwa sababu wanauliza maswali za ufala. Na nipo.
Is available for Saturday, him and also Liam Delap.
Fuck.
Liam
forward.
Is that a bit soon?
Yes.
He's back. He's available for Saturday, him and also Liam Delap.
Liam's back and available. Is that a bit sooner than you thought?
No, we didn't know exactly for how long he needs to be out, but as I said, he's available for Saturday.
News ya maana ni Delap amerudi. Delap mi na feelingi ajapata time fiti ya kusettle in, na time anaanza kupata momentum ndio anapata injury. Like alifunga hiyo game ya Barcelona, alafu next week akapata injury, time anaanza kugain momentum. Na feel like overhated. Delap is an overhated player for nothing. Like, just give the bloke time. Ama either that, ama ile kasi ya jezi ya number 9 bado iko Chelsea, na angekuwa Waisa angechagua jezi ingine. Anyways, tuendelee man.
He's available also Estevao, so very happy for both.
Huyo player mwenye hatukusikia hapo mbele ni Estevao. Estevao amerudi. That's nice. Hata sikuwa najua kwa injury.
So what does Christmas look like for the players? Have they had time off this week, or has it been a full week of training and now they're going to have some time off?
No, after Newcastle, they had 2 days off. We trained yesterday, we trained today, tomorrow off, and then Friday session and Saturday game.
Because I know you've worked for a while with Pep, and he's given his players a bit of time off this week, but he weighed them before they went away for their kind of pre-Christmas break, and he's going to weigh them when they come back. Is that something you'll be doing?
It's Pep's choice, and he considered to do that. I think every manager probably thinking different.
Nakwambia hizi maswali ni za ufala. Like, Enzo Maresca, anyways, like, aulizi swali zenye zina relate na game. Sasa kupima players. Hizo ni tactics za Pep. Ateta siwa na Ateta man. Ateta is a fucking joke. Lakini yeye analipanga wezi wa kuja waibi wasema wallet, ma pickpocket. So like hiyo swali ni relevant man. English media iko weak. Si English media specifically but wasenye wana revolve around football ni kiasi tu. Hadi David Onstein sionangika yani more of a blogger than a journalist. Pia Fabrizio. Tuendelee.
But again, you have to respect different point of view.
Is it something you would do though, or do you trust the players to do the right thing on Christmas?
No, I think it's not about trust or don't trust. I think also Pep trusts players, but it's just a different way.
You'll be in the stands obviously for the Villa game. Does that affect your preparation? How do you deal with that? You're obviously a very animated, very involved coach on the touchline.
Yes, I'm suspended in almost 100 games. I've been suspended for 3 times, 1 for celebration and 2 times for yellow card. So yeah, unfortunately I will be on the stand, but Will is there, Dan is there, the coaching staff is there.
Does it affect the way you prepare though, in terms of getting your messages to the players?
No.
Obviously Villa on an amazing run, 10 games winning run. It'll be a club record equal their club record if they make it 11. I guess you're out to spoil that party.
Yeah, they are doing fantastic, but they are doing fantastic this season, last season, years ago. With Unai, they are doing a fantastic job.
Hii press conference ilipo. Si wangekuwa na kama time stamp tuasikie msi akiongea vitu za maana. Like hapo hakuna kitu apart from me kujua amekuwa suspended. Like man, this English media ni work.
This moment they have 10 games in a row. Hopefully we can win the game on Saturday.
Obviously,
Turning
the
is the speed,
subplots
man.
is Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, 2 players who would love to start in the number 10 position for England in the World Cup. Would you swap Morgan Rogers for?
Man, like skia hiyo puzi unse anauliza. Like unajua hajauliza swali yoyote kuhusu game. Kila kitu ameuliza ni kutafuta headline. Like English media is a fucking joke man. Swali zote ameuliza amekuwa anatafuta headline. Sasa would you swap Cole Palmer for Morgan Rogers? Like what half-ass baked question is that? Say like uliza tu swali yenye iko nini? Swali yenye iko related na game. Swali yenye man, msemi sijui hata anaitwaje but anabo.
And Cole is my player.
Think Thomas Tuchel might be there, and whether he should be coming now and looking at Cole Palmer closely now he's back to his best and playing again?
Yeah, I think it's a good option for Thomas, but at the end it's Thomas' decision.
Because we're not yet in January, but everyone are already talking about transfers. Antoine Semenyo was linked with Chelsea, but now it seems that's not going to happen. Was he a player that you were interested in at any point?
I'm focused about Aston Villa. I'm not focused on players that they can buy, players that
Man, you can tell that Maresca ako annoyed na hizi maswali. Sasa najua ni vizuri kupata updates but man, mwache kuuliza maswali za ujinga. Hizi ni nini mnauliza? Uliza swali Semenyo. Ishia bro.
The focus for me in this moment is Aston Villa game. That for sure will be a tough game because they are doing fantastic and we need to be focused on that.
But why play maybe that area of the pitch is something you would consider in January?
Again, I know that I need to repeat every press conference exactly the same, but before Newcastle I spoke about my relation with the club and I said that is good. I spoke about Estevao and the lap back and now I need to repeat. I need to speak about white players and before Newcastle I said that I'm in love with the squad we have and I don't think we need to do something. But again, the next one I will answer the same question again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Alex?
Hi, Enzo.
Same question.
Same question. Different question. You said it'll be a tough game at the weekend. How do you stop this for the team? Where are the main threats, would you say?
Finally man, unaona hadi Maresca alikuwa ameanza kuboeka na journalist. Sasa at least swali ya maana, how do you plan to prepare against, how do you plan to stop Aston Villa? Unajua kitu wasi wanasahau Aston Villa wako on form. Watu wanasahau Aston Villa actually wako so good na wanafly under the radar. Hopefully like wasa walianza kuwa notice venye walipiga Arsenal, which is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Our best because they are a very good team, well organized on the ball and off the ball. It's very clear what they do, the way they want to play. They are in this moment also full of confidence. That is very important in a football team. But again, we're gonna try to do our best, try to win, and continue to grow.
If someone had told you at the start of this season that this is where Chelsea would be at Christmas, would you have said, okay, that sounds good, with the expectations?
Yeah, we are in full competition. We are there. We are in Premier League fighting. We are semi-final Carabao. In Champions League, we are there. FA Cup, we're gonna start in January. So I think we are in a very good place in this moment.
Coming to the end of the year, what's top on your wish list for your team in 2026?
Continue to grow. That is the most important thing. Continue to improve. Then also in terms of injury, I think it's normal when you have injury in football because when you play every 2-3 days, it's normal. You know, the amount of games, the minutes. But for sure, if they can be healthy, all of them, it's the best thing. But again, we're gonna try to find solution game after game.
Just one on Cole Palmer. Is he ready for 90 minutes?
I think he's ready for 90 minutes. Yeah, the progression for
Palmer might play the full 90. Palmer might actually, hii ndio the most valuable piece of information nimetoa kwa hii interview. Palmer anaweza cheza full 90, hiyo ni iko welcome. But bro, you can tell he's low on confidence, but hopefully venye alicheza last week ita translate to this week. Mani interview na board inanichanga. Haita translate juu alicheza vibaya sana. Hopefully confidence yake ni kurudi inarudi, but acha tuendelee. Damn, tumebakisha kaa 4 minutes kwa hii interview na venye ni refu.
You know, 45, 1 hour, 70. He already played 1 hour against, I think, Everton. He played more than 70 against Newcastle. So I think the progression is there.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you too.
Thanks, Alex. Ian?
Hi Enzo, how are you? Are you two Villa and Chelsea both in the title race going into this game?
Again, if in February, March we are where we are, probably yes. But now we are still in December, almost January. We see.
Hata ni title race sijui, but I kind of think we are. Kwa sababu ukicheki venye tulikuwa last season na uangalie sahi, we are definitely in a title race.
Because last year you were in a very good position, and we kept asking you press conference after press conference about being in the title race, and you kept saying it was just too early for this team. Is a title challenge?
Man, mi hata siendelee kuochi stuff. Na feel chenye Maresca feel every match week. Anaulizwa some swali za kugenerate drama na zina bo. Mi basically hapa hivi chenye naona lineup haita change. Lineup yenye tulienda nayo Newcastle ndio tunacheza nayo hii wiki, na hopefully we will get something. Hopefully tutapata result from this. Manchester wameshinda game yao by the way leo, but damn, mi hata I think nitakuwa na react tu kwa clips za interview, kwa sababu interview imekuwa boring man, hadi nasikia sleepy, nasikia kudoze. But anyways, I'm particularly happy na chenye Maresca amesema.